Okay people, today we're going to be fitting some ambient lighting vents. So these are going to be changed, all these three, this one here, that one there, and the back ones, these little ones right here. This actually just pulls off from what I remember, but I'll do that after. So I've gone ahead, if you've watched my previous video on the B-Class, I've gone ahead and taken off the center console. An extra bit that I took off today is this section here. Now let me get that piece. This is this right there, the hazard signs, the climate control, all connected to just one wire, and the way it's held in is two T20s at the bottom. So this is how it sits at the bottom, two T20s, and it just pulls out. Very light plastic, feels very cheap for such a new car. Anyways, so the reason why I've done that is because the main power cable is going to come from here all the way. You can probably see my fingers at some point. Going to come from here all the way, going to obviously fit here, and then from here it's going to go behind here, it's going to go to that one, and for that side we're going to take the screen off, take it behind the screen, behind the panel, into there. I'm going to run through it anyways, but now we're going to first take this off. This is probably the easiest of the vents to take off because it's just clipped in. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And just like that, the vent is out. Be careful pulling it from this section because there is a wire here. It's not the longest wire, and that's for the start stop. And now the car won't start obviously, but it's out. Just be careful not to put too much force. Like always, it is plastic. Newer cars tend to have such cheap plastic that can easily crack. I feel like they do it for a reason, so you can just go back and pay hundreds to replace this cheap plastic. But again, it's just clips. You can see these holes, just clips all the way. I would recommend doing it from this side and this side and this side, so these 3 points, and just slowly work your way. When I say slowly, just get a bit of a gap, then small gaps until you reach here, and they'll just come out. Very easy to do. Again, it is tightly put in. You got these metal clips holding it in all across the thing, and yeah, it will come out. Don't be scared to pull it out, but again, not with all your strength. Gentle is always the best way to do it, especially with these new cars. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take off that vent there. Okay guys, so I'm working on the vents now. As you can see, this is the original and I've replaced it with the new LED vent, and it's very simple to take off. So if I flip it over, you can see 1, 2, 3 T20s, and that is literally it holding it in. The only thing you need to take off from the original and put onto the new one is this silver surround, and it's clipped in here. So pull this back, pull that back, and one more 3. You just pull back the clip, and then this silver surround comes off, and I'm going to show you guys now. Okay guys, bear with me, I do only have one hand, but I've taken it off, and now I'm just going to slot it in, and you hear that click. Push it in a bit more. Okay, so the way you know it's in the correct way is this lip goes over the plastic, and just kind of spin it around a bit, and just make sure you got the right holes hitting these clips right here, and you'll be good to go. And obviously, oops, you'll hear the clicks. Next, all you have to do then is just turn it around, find your holes, put it in, and screw it back in, and that is literally it. The LED is going to be hitting this part here. Be careful not to break this glass. Well, it's more like plastic rather than glass, but yeah, be careful. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, and then I'm going to show you how I took off that vent. I'm going to go ahead and take off that vent, and we're going to get a move on. So yes guys, I've already taken this vent out, and there's a hole right here and right here. So get a pick tool with a bit of a bend. More of a 90-degree angle is better. This I don't even know where I put the 90-degree angle on, and then you just simply put it through, get it into the hole, and just start praying. Hopefully it comes out the first time. But guys, don't stress if it takes you like 10 times or 20 times constantly putting it in and pulling it out. It is very tough, and it's just the way it's made, to be honest. Then I've gone ahead, similar to the front middle vents, I've taken off the surround and I've put it on to this vent. So now it obviously looks a bit more complete. Unlike the middle vents, I'm not going to put it in. First I'm going to take this off, route the cables, and then put it into, where is it gone, the slot right there, the LED is going to go right there. This is literally same as the original Mercedes one. So this is original Mercedes plastic bit here, and the LED, this isn't one I done, this is the one Mercedes done. It just fits right in, and it's the same concept on these vents. So these are basically Mercedes style vents, but they've just been made so that ambient lighting fits in them. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead now and focus on the other side and get that put in. So now I'm working on the back vents, and honestly it was a lot easier than I thought it would be to take off. So this just slots in right here, just there. Obviously if I put a bit of force, it'll push in properly. All I did is get this trim tool, kind of slowly pry it, and then boom, from the top, and it just comes off. And I don't even have to take the wire off or anything, because it's just clipped in, I would assume. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this and show you guys how I removed it. Okay guys, so I took the wire off because it is a lot easier to take these vents out, and it was honestly so much easier. You literally just pull it off. It's as simple as that. I'm surprised that these newer cars are just so much easier to work on, but the older cars, I guess they're just built different older, and the newer cars, they just make them cheap so they can just mass produce more cars. But this literally just pulls off. Just be gentle. So it looks like it's clipped in from here and here, and it just pulls off. Luckily I didn't actually have to take off the surround. So the new vent, where is the new vent? It just slots right in, guys, without any hassle. The way you know which way to do it upright is this bit of plastic protruding out from the vents. It's not on the other side, it's only on this side. So make sure you get it right on this side and it'll just go in, and it's just like that, it's done. And obviously you got a bit of a angle on the light here, and it's angling the other way, so it's easier to put in. So now what I'm going to do is focus on that vent, and then we can start wiring up the vents. And now that this vent is out after quite a bit of struggle, I'm going to now remove the screen. I've already removed the two T20s, which I don't know if you guys can see it properly in the camera. One's there and one's there, and the screen simply just wiggles off. There you go, just a bit there. There are only two clips, wires holding the screen in. The reason I've done this is so it's an easier route. There's a bit of material here, you can probably see me moving it with my hand, and I'm moving it from here. So I'm going to put, the lights are going to come from here up behind this panel up to the vents, then it's going to trickle its way all the way to this side, and then another vent light is gonna come from inside here behind this panel all the way into there. I'm gonna go ahead and start on that now. Okay guys, so I went and got myself a zip tie because my hands are not going to be able to fit from here all the way behind on the top to bring the ambient lighting through. While I was focusing on that, I thought let me just take off this panel here. It's all clipped in and it's actually perfect. So the light source that's going to come from here to this vent can simply, let me just put my zip tie through. You can see it, just about see it, and that's going to allow me to put the light source all the way behind here. And I'm going to do a similar thing on that side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and first bring these three lights out and bring that light out and then focus on that side. Yes guys, and the car is complete. Look at that. I got a car cover on because it is very bright today, and that is beautiful. The way it just glows on that silver trim. And then if we go to the back, a lot brighter in the back because of the tinted windows, and we got the nice ambient lighting. The customer opted out for a red light, or it's somewhat of a red light. This is a custom light, I haven't seen this light, but again, with the ambient lighting that I do, you can customize it. And the vents, I got it on a mode where it's just going through different colors, so you guys can actually see that obviously it has different colors. But again, if you wanted just one color on, that's something you can do, but that is very nice. So yeah guys, like, subscribe and comment because a lot more content is on the way.